So the Speaker of Iran Parliament has now issued a fresh statement on the failed talks in Pakistan, going on to say that the US failed to gain the trust of the Iranian counterparts. Rishabh is on the broadcast with the details. And Rishabh, does the onus fall completely on the United States? Because Iran has made it clear that there is distrust because of the ongoing conflict, and it is the United States that has failed to gain the trust of the Iranian counterparts.
Well, first of all, Pratibha, if we look at the optics of this talk, the optics of this talk was misplaced. You do not send the top officials on day one. That does not give you cushion for further talks. You have the Vice President of the United States sitting on the table. You have the Foreign Minister who and the Speaker of the House who virtually are being seen as the leaders who are taking things forward in this conflict. It's not Pezeshkian, the President. It is the Foreign Minister and the Speaker of the House who are seen, when we are talking about optics, as the leaders of Iran. So you do not have such high-ranking officials sitting on the table on day one when you know that there are differences, there are complications, and a lot of things need to be discussed, compromised and counter-compromise to reach an agreement. When you send the top leadership on day one and when the talks fail on the table, it doesn't give you that cushion of returning, and that's what has happened. Well, Pakistan might have tried to show that how they are hosting the who's and who of US and Iran in Islamabad, but they fail to understand the basic understanding of negotiation, that it begins from a back channel. When it comes to public negotiations, it begins with low-ranking officials. The military could have come and negotiated first, and then the politicians would have come in. At least there would have been space for further negotiations. For example, when it comes to tariff, India and US, it wasn't Prime Minister Modi and President Trump sitting on the table from day one and negotiating on every issue. It was a negotiating team from India that was led by not even the Commerce Secretary. Ram Agrawal, who back then was Special Secretary in Commerce, and from that side it was the trade team of United States. The things were ironed out, and once the complications were over, the leaders came in to discuss the final nitty-gritties of the deal. Here, the problem was that without understanding the differences, without understanding what all needs to be compromised and discussed upon, the top leadership from both the sides came in. And now the problem is that US says that Iran did not agree. Iran says that US did not agree. The common points were not even discussed at length.
One of the key issues is Strait of Hormuz. Stay with us.